Hello again, and welcome back, my ethically flexible friends. Lesson 1 was previously a thing, and now it's time to roll out the red carpet for Lesson 2. How to launder your reputation, an orange guide to faux redemption. This one's going to be a masterclass in moral dry cleaning, taught to you by none other than me, Orange. You glad? And so once again, I bid you a fair welcome as we continue in our masterclass series of surviving corruption with style. Today's topic is how to launder your reputation, because when your name's been dragged through the mud, the only solution is to drag a golden retriever through a photo op and call it redemption. Now, some people think reputation is earned. That's adorable. But the truth is that reputation is curated. It's a Pinterest board of lies and a LinkedIn profile of half-truths. In the age of optics over ethics, reputation isn't earned. It's managed like a brand partnership with reality itself. And no one has mastered the art of laundering public perception quite like me, Mr. Donald J. Orange. From golden retrievers to golden foundations to my favorite of them all, golden showers in a seedy Russian hotel, my political years offer a blueprint for turning scandal into spectacle and disgrace into dog-friendly photo ops. Because look, nobody knows reputation laundering better than me. I've done it so many times, I should be charging consulting fees. I've laundered my name through bankruptcies, impeachments, indictments, and my sexiest daughter's Instagram filters. And guess what? I'm still here, still tremendous, still polling better than the stupid demo somethings. I forget what they're even called. They're so irrelevant. So let's break it down. Step 1. Start a charitable foundation, preferably one that gets shut down. Begin with a foundation. Not one that actually helps people, just one that looks good on paper. The kind that sounds noble, something vague like the Orange Initiative for Global Harmony and Puppies. No one knows what it does, and that's the point. Make sure the mission statement includes words like empowerment, sustainability, and hope. These are the tofu of language, bland, shapeless, and somehow still considered nutritious. The mission statement should be a word salad of terms that mean everything and nothing, depending on the lighting. Hire a board of directors made entirely of your cousins, golf buddies, and one celebrity who once liked your tweet. That's diversity, baby. But not Rosie O'Donnell. I think we all know why. Horrible fat cow. For instance, in 1988, I formed the Donald J. Orange Foundation. This was a textbook example. Great name. Very classy. It gave money to veterans, police, and even bought a 6-foot portrait of me. That's called branding, folks. The foundation was so good, the New York Attorney General had to shut it down out of jealousy. They said it was self-dealing. I say it was self-healing. Big difference. The trick is to make it look like you care. Use words like empowerment, freedom, and children. Doesn't matter what the foundation actually does, just make sure it has a website with stock photos of smiling minorities and a donate button that redirects to your campaign. My foundation gave away $10.9 million over 14 years, but only $2.8 million came from myself. The rest? Outsiders, business partners, and people who probably thought they were buying influence with a side of philanthropy. Eventually, the foundation was dissolved by court order in 2018 after a shocking pattern of illegality, including self-dealing and campaign finance violations. But here's the trick. By the time it collapsed, it had already served its purpose, branding my orange self as a generous benefactor while quietly funneling money to causes that aligned with my image. Next, get a dog. Not just any dog, a golden retriever. No redemption arc is complete without a golden retriever. Labradors are too working class. Poodles are too French. You need a dog that screams, "I'm relatable but still rich." I call mine Melania because it reminds me of someone I used to be vaguely fond of once. The golden retriever is the Swiss Army knife of public forgiveness. Loyal, photogenic, and incapable of testifying before Congress. Dogs are like emotional armor. You hug a puppy and suddenly people forget you called a porn star horseface on Twitter. Take photos with the dog at shelters, hospitals, and disaster zones. If you're facing indictment, bring a dog to court. If you're announcing a new policy that hurts poor people, hold a dog. If you're denying climate change, walk a dog through a wildfire zone and say, "It's just warm weather." Trust me, it works. And remember, the dog must look happier than the victims. That's how you know the optics are working. During a 2024 debate, I claimed immigrants were eating pets in Springfield, Ohio. The statement was so absurd it sparked viral videos of golden retrievers fleeing the room in terror. You don't need facts, you only need feelings. A golden retriever in a campaign ad is worth more than 1,000 policy papers. Bonus points if the dog is wearing a flag bandana and you're squinting into the distance like you just solved world peace with a golf swing. Once your foundation is established and your dog is trained to sit on cue, it's time for the redemption tour. This is where you cry on camera, preferably next to a child holding a balloon. Say things like, "I've grown, I've learned, and I'm committed to change." If you did do something wrong, which you didn't, but if you did. Don't mention what you did, ever. Just refer to it as the incident, the misunderstanding, or that time the media got it wrong. If pressed, blame stress, burnout, or your astrologer. Never admit fault. After I won in 2016, I did a thank you tour. Not a sorry tour. Not a let's heal the nation tour. Just a big, beautiful victory lap through red states. I didn't go to California. Why would I? They have earthquakes and kale. I went to places where people wear my face on their shirts and think windmills cause cancer. That's not redemption, it's reinforcement. It's like apologizing only to people who already forgave you. Or in this case, just flat out refuse to believe anything bad about me. Like when me and my billionaire friend Jeffrey would go to all these special parties on our favorite island. There's literally footage of me dancing with him, and still these smooth brains just refuse to see it. It's like they've chosen to put blinkers over their eyes, like a horse, but even dumber. Those are the places you need to visit. Places where people have chosen selective blindness. Those are the right places. That's how you launder reputation. You surround yourself with people who love you more than they love their own children. During these tours, I announced deals like the Carrier Jobs Agreement, which cost taxpayers $7 million in exchange for keeping fewer than 1,000 jobs. Critics called it corporate ransom. Supporters called it leadership, and I called it a win. That's reputation laundering in action. Spend public money to look like a savior and then hold a rally to celebrate myself. Nobody loves to celebrate myself more than me. I can promise you this. Step 4. Donate strategically, preferably to yourself. My own donations have often aligned with my own business interests. This is not a coincidence. I once gave $100,000 to the Fisher House Foundation, which supports veterans, a group central to my base. I also donated to hospitals, police foundations, and even the Clinton Foundation before running against Wicked Witch Hillary. That's not inconsistency, that's called playing both sides. It's like betting on both teams and then claiming you predicted the score. And when I donated to veterans during the 2016 campaign, I made sure it was televised. You don't donate in silence, you donate with a microphone and a banner that says the Orange Man cares. Bonus points if you hand out oversized checks like you're on a game show. And here's the best bit, it doesn't even have to be true. You can just say you donated to whatever or whoever, and in most cases nobody will ever check. When I was questioned about my generosity, I've often cited vague figures. Investigations have found little evidence to support my claims of donating millions, of course. In one infamous example, I used charity money to buy a $12,000 Tim Tebow helmet for myself. That's not philanthropy, it's merchandising. And oh boy, do I love some good merchandising, and this is why it's time for you to begin donating to causes you previously ignored or even actively harmed. If you lobbied against climate regulations, sponsor a tree planting initiative. If you defunded education, fund a spelling bee. Irony is your friend. Make sure every donation comes with a press release, a ribbon-cutting ceremony, and a plaque with your name in 48-point font. This isn't charity, it's strategic image laundering. And if anyone questions your motives, accuse them of being cynical. Nothing shuts down scrutiny like faux outrage and a well-timed puppy cuddle. Step 5. Rewrite the narrative. Now that your foundation is active, your dog is famous, and your donations are flowing, it's time to rewrite history. Publish a memoir titled Lessons in Leadership, My Journey from Misunderstood to Magnanimous. Include chapters on resilience, growth, and how your intern betrayed you by following your exact instructions. Host a TED Talk. Use phrases like radical empathy and ethical evolution. Wear glasses you don't need. People trust glasses. Your reputation is now laundered. You are clean. You are reborn. You are ready to run for office, launch a podcast, or sell overpriced supplements to people who believe magic mushrooms can cure corruption. For example, my 2019 Prison Reform Summit was a masterclass in rhetorical laundering. I said America believes in redemption. I didn't mention that I also believe in mandatory minimums and private prisons. That's called nuance. I invited newly released prisoners to speak, framed the First Step Act as a bipartisan triumph, and positioned myself as a champion of second chances. Never mind that the bill was largely shaped by others. Never mind that my administration simultaneously pushed harsh immigration policies. The optics were clean, the message was clear. The orange god cares. And caring in politics is often indistinguishable from branding. My political years have proved that reputation is a performance. You don't need to change, you just need to change the lighting. Whether it's a dog fleeing a political debate, a foundation dissolving under court order, or a rally held in a state that already loves me, the goal is the same: control the narrative, deflect the blame, and smile for the cameras. And if anyone brings up January 6th, just say, "I love peace," while standing in front of a bald eagle and a choir of children singing "God Bless America." That's how you rewrite history. With flags, lots of flags, and a Bible, because that's how you question people. You start by questioning their faith, start with their faith in God, and then, once you've put that particular faith on the chopping board, all the rest are ripe for the chopping too. You need to question people's ability to believe you. Remind them that you would never lie to them, and they know that you would never lie to them because you told them that you would never lie to them, and that's how they know that you would never lie to them. Because of what you told them when you told them that you would never lie to them. And obviously, if you tell someone you would never lie to them, then that means you would never lie to them, so then they can be safe in the knowledge that you would never ever lie to them, because that's what you said. And so that's how they know you would never lie to them. Anyone who questions this circular reasoning is probably a liberal leftist who needs shot merely for reading a book once. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Do you believe in a God that makes you bow? Do you believe in a God that makes you frown? Do you believe in a God that wears a crown? Or do you believe in me? So what have we learned today? If your charity gets shut down, call it fake news and start a new one called Truth Foundation. If your dog bites a reporter, say it was defending democracy. If your mugshot leaks, sell it on t-shirts and call it Patriot merch. If you're impeached twice, say it's because you're too effective. If your staff goes to prison, say they were volunteers. And if you lose an election, say you didn't. Simple. Reputation isn't about being good, it's about looking good. It's about hugging the right dog, donating to the right cause, and crying just enough to make the front page. I've done it all. I've been accused of everything short of stealing the moon, and I'm still here, still orange, still tremendous. So take it from me, if your reputation starts to smell, don't panic. Just wrap it in patriotism, sprinkle it with puppies. Don't forget to mention God and call it progress. Stay tuned for the next lesson. Lesson 3. How to gaslight the public using pie charts and redirection. I'll see you next time, folks. In the meantime, don't forget to stay citrus, stay orange loving, and never ever question my abilities. Ever.